Hey there gamers, I'm probably Senpai, and today's video is going to be a little different. If you've been following our YouTube journey, you probably noticed we recently hit a major milestone of 10,000 subscribers. I'd like to open today's video by thanking every single individual that made the decision to hit that subscribe button. So, thank you. Now, of course, on the YouTube platform, there are countless channels with tens or even hundreds of thousands or even millions of subscribers. In the grand scheme of things, some people may think 10,000 isn't a huge milestone. Though, when you stop and visualize 10,000 people in one place, it's a lot to take in. Especially when you consider the fact that each of those individuals found something meaningful or enjoyable in the content that we create here. I just want you guys to know that I am truly honored to have all of you here. Like I said, this was a major milestone for the channel, and I was actually hoping to reach it by early 2024. I did not expect to reach this milestone with a quarter of 2023 remaining. So I've decided to create this video and give you some insight into who I am as a creator and as a person. For the first time here on this platform, I'm going to explain why I came to YouTube, what motivates me as a creator, and what I'm hoping to accomplish. Now, of course, this is a thank you video, so if that's like the main reason you're here, and you could care less about my backstory, the highs, the lows, and the previous 3 years of content creation, then feel free to end the video right here. Though, if you would like to know and understand me better as a person, I'd encourage you to stick around. Of course, to share all this, we're gonna have to go back to my roots in content creation, and how it all started may surprise you. The truth is, I never imagined that I would have a career in content creation. I simply didn't believe that I was talented or interesting enough to make that a possibility, and nothing could have prepared me for the events soon to come. On January 12th of 2020, I performed my very first live stream on the platform of Facebook Gaming. Now, I know some of you weren't even aware that Facebook had a gaming platform. It's kind of built into Facebook, and I'd love to tell you more about it, but that's a whole separate video. And I still remember that anxious feeling before pressing go live for the very first time. Now, at the time, I was working as a full-time chef, and let's just say there were a lot of hours in my work week. With limited free time, I wanted to do something productive with my gaming hobby. The long work hours were what initially drove me towards live streams. When I worked a long week, I would live vicariously through streamers. If I lacked the time to play a new release that I was interested in, I would just watch live streamers play it. And I enjoyed listening to the broadcast and learning more about the games I enjoyed. Now, in the winter of 2019, friends and family started asking what I wanted for Christmas. There wasn't really much I could think of. I've never really been a materialistic person, and I'm not the easiest person to gift shop for. After considering how much I had been enjoying live streams, I thought, hey, why not try that for myself? After all, I did love sharing my passion for gaming with friends, and starter equipment was a rather cheap and easy gift. So with a $30 webcam, a $40 microphone, a cloth green screen, and some table lamps, I set up my very first broadcast. Now, I didn't have any grand ambitions. My goals were rather simple: share my passion with others, cultivate new relationships, and if I did somehow make $40 or $60 in a month, I could just use that to fund this new hobby or gaming. Now, of course, it was a little slow at first. I mean, I did have a fair amount of friends and family show up to my very first broadcast, but after that, for a while, my average broadcast had maybe 4 or 5 active viewers. And due to my heavy work weeks, I could only broadcast 2 or sometimes 3 nights a week, but I stuck with it. Live streaming and content creation didn't generate any revenue for me for the first couple of months, but that didn't bother me at all because I never expected it to. Over the next several months, I started to experience slow but steady growth. I was making regular conversations with strangers who quickly grew more and more active in our broadcasts. And these strangers became friends, and then those friends started to form the very beginnings of a community. And just as I was getting my bearings in live streams and content creation, the world turned upside down. Of course, I'm referring to a certain virus and the lockdowns that followed. My professional work life came to a screeching halt. My plans for the future suddenly seemed out of reach. And like many of you, I wasn't sure what the state of the world would be in a few months. Now, with more free time than I'd ever had, and government restrictions barring me from being active outdoors, the only thing I could really do was broadcast. So right then and there, I began my very first full-time broadcasting schedule. Now, at the time, everyone was online, and my stream was growing faster than I could have ever imagined. The world was locked down, and millions of people were craving social interaction. Many of them turned to live broadcast. I was simply in the right place at the right time, with more people consuming content than at any point in the history of the internet. The friends I made in this era believed in me, supported me, and encouraged me. For the first time, I actually started to believe that I could make something with my broadcasts, with content creation. And every day, our community urged me to pursue that journey. When the restrictions and lockdowns finally started to ease up, I had a really difficult decision to make. Despite the world somewhat returning to normal, I had hundreds of new people believing in me, urging me to continue my push as a creator. Now, normally, I would have never thought something like that possible. I wouldn't have believed in myself to that degree. What made me so special? Would this really be sustainable? Or was it all a pipe dream? Though it wasn't me telling myself that I had what it took. It was the very people in the community we had grown. On top of all of this, my days as a chef were always numbered due to an underlying health condition that I've lived with for more than a decade. But we won't get into that. That's another video entirely, and some things I'll sometimes discuss on stream. But I don't want this video to be an hour long, so we'll keep moving. So with all of this in mind, I made my decision. I resigned from my position as a chef, finished out my final 2 weeks, invested in new and better equipment, and I went all in on a life I never thought possible. Over the next couple of years, things went really well. I became partnered with the Facebook gaming platform. The channel continued to grow as I honed my editing skills and started posting more video content, but mostly I was just uploading to Facebook because that's where I was partnered. And I explored a wide variety of games with my community. Though in late 2022, just last year, things were not looking so great. The Facebook gaming platform was riddled with bugs and issues. And due to massive amounts of layoffs within Meta or Facebook, a lot of streamers and viewers started losing faith in the platform. Many streamers I had been working hand in hand with were leaving Facebook. And individuals who enjoyed live streams seemed to be abandoning the platform in record numbers. Now, of course, at this time, I still had my core community that have been with me, many of them for the entire duration of this journey. In the second half of 2022, I experienced practically no growth. It seemed that the only people that could find my stream were the members of my core community. Though with inflation and several other economic issues, it became difficult for even some of them to regularly attend the broadcasts. I started to doubt myself again. I started losing faith in myself and in my content. It was in this difficult time that I began looking inward on how I can improve as a content creator. I wasn't living in 2020 anymore. I couldn't just go live and expect to find new people. On top of that, Working as a content creator had become a big part of who I was. It gave me a sense of purpose I had never felt before. I watched as several respected creators walked away from their dreams, usually ending on a painful and devastating final broadcast. I could not accept that fate. I realized I had to change my approach. I couldn't just keep going live and expecting the platform to be responsible for my growth and discoverability. If I wanted to grow and succeed as a content creator, I had to sow the seeds myself. So in late 2022, I made yet another difficult life decision, and I moved my live broadcasts to the Twitch platform. However, I knew this would not be enough. Like I said, I could not rely on a platform to do all the heavy lifting for me. And with that, I set my sights on YouTube. Now, I've actually had this YouTube channel since mid-2020, though I had only uploaded a small handful of videos, usually tutorials to help other streamers grow on Facebook gaming, as most of the videos I edited were published on Facebook due to partnership incentives. In these 3 years as a content creator, I had learned so much about video editing, and it was something I truly enjoyed. But I was only using this knowledge on rare occasions, and I knew that had to change. So when I moved to Twitch, I decided to stream less and allocate more of my working hours towards editing and posting YouTube content. I started uploading 1 to 3 videos on my YouTube channel in January of this year, starting the year with just over 1,000 subscribers. I made it a goal to improve with each new video I uploaded to YouTube, and this hard work paid off faster than I could have ever believed possible. We achieved partnership with YouTube in February, just 1 month after starting this journey. Of course, this growth led to seeing many more friends and new faces on Twitch as well. And following our partnership with YouTube in February, we applied for Twitch Partner in March and were approved less than a day later. This is why I am so thankful for everyone that views my content here on YouTube, especially the subscribers. The most valuable thing you can give a content creator is your time. And that gift is what saved my career. Like I said earlier, I've been a full-time content creator for over 3 years now. It's become a big part of who I am, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I've poured my heart into this journey, and the real sense of purpose it gives me helps me to fuel that drive. The friends I've made over various platforms often tell me my content helps in one way or another, be it a simple tutorial or the camaraderie found in our live streams. Knowing I've made an impact, knowing I've made someone laugh or smile, or even made a single person's day a little bit brighter, makes me feel like I'm actually making a difference. On top of all of this, I also feel as though I owe this effort to my community. The only reason I've been able to sustain a career in content creation is because of the generosity of a select few. I don't have any major brand deals or endorsements. My community has made all of this possible. Everything you see behind me right now is because of them, and you're part of that. And now this brings me to my dream or my overall goal, what I would love to accomplish here on YouTube. It's my dream to become a self-sufficient content creator. I would love to one day be able to break away from relying on donations or paid subscriptions to make ends meet. And growing on this platform is one of the few ways you can achieve that as a content creator. Of course, this is not a goal I'm expecting to accomplish anytime soon. I'm still a relatively small creator on YouTube, and reaching this goal is going to take years of hard work and effort. Though I would love to see my YouTube channel grow enough to support all of my work in content creation. I never want to be a burden to my community or the friends I've made through content. I want to reach a point in my career where donations and paid subscriptions aren't necessary for my survival. With that said, I am incredibly thankful for everyone who has ever donated or supported my content in any capacity. I wouldn't be here without them, and that's why I feel like I owe this effort. I want the people that believe in me to know I'll always be here. I want to solidify my presence in the content space. Of course, like I said, this is going to take a lot of work on my part, but I'm fine with that, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. Now, I know all of that was a rather long story, so if you're still here, thank you. I hope that in hearing me out today, you can see exactly why I am so thankful for each and every one of you who chose to subscribe to my channel or simply watch a video or two. Thank you for being a part of all of this. This year has renewed my sense of confidence and made me incredibly hopeful and optimistic regarding my future as a creator. This wouldn't be possible without you. I know this video is well outside of my normal content, so I'm not expecting a ton of people to find it or watch it, but that's fine with me. So long as the few that do watch it understand just how much it means to me, that will be more than enough. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope to see you in the next video.